Every 40 seconds, someone over 60 has a heart attack. And right now, while you're watching this, plaque could be silently narrowing your arteries by up to 70% before you feel a single symptom. No warning, no alarm. Just a quiet, deadly buildup that most doctors won't catch until it's almost too late. But here's what the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know. There are simple drinks, made from natural ingredients you can find at your local market or already have in your kitchen, that start targeting that dangerous buildup from the very first sip. What if you could wake up tomorrow feeling warmth rushing back into your cold feet? What if that heaviness in your legs when you walk to the mailbox could disappear? What if that tightness in your chest climbing the stairs could finally start fading away? You might be wondering, is this even possible without medication? Without expensive procedures? And why haven't your doctors mentioned any of this? By the end of this video, you'll have the answers. You'll finally understand why your arteries kept getting worse, even when you thought you were doing everything right. In this video, you will discover 8 natural drinks ranked from least effective to most powerful, so you know exactly where to put your energy. And the number 1 drink on this list. A 2024 study found it reduced arterial plaque thickness by up to 25% in just 20 days. Think about that. Before we get into it, can you do us a quick favor? Like this video and subscribe to join our healthy community. Also type yes in the comments section now, so we can see how many of you are interested in this type of video. Alright, let's get started. Here's the truth about what's happening inside your body right now. After age 50, your blood vessels lose nearly 40% of their natural flexibility, and there's one molecule at the center of it all, nitric oxide. Think of it as the master key that signals your arteries to relax, open wide, and let blood flow freely. When nitric oxide levels drop, your arteries stiffen and narrow, trapping everything that passes through. Blood struggles to reach your legs, your feet, even your brain. This goes far beyond a scary number on your cholesterol test. As nitric oxide collapses, your heart works overtime just to push blood through shrinking vessels. Damaged cholesterol starts sticking to artery walls. Inflammation spreads like wildfire through your entire cardiovascular system. And here's the part that should concern you most. Tiny calcium deposits called microalcifications begin forming in those damaged spots, layer after layer, hardening silently every single day. You can't feel them, you can't see them, but they are there. Your doctor will tell you to take statins, reduce sodium, and exercise more. Those steps help, but they treat the symptoms, not the root cause, your body's collapsing nitric oxide production. Here's the good news. This collapse is not inevitable, it is reversible. Certain natural drinks actually trigger your body to produce nitric oxide again. Not through magic, but through real biochemistry backed by hundreds of clinical studies. When nitric oxide floods your system, your arteries begin relaxing within minutes. Blood flow to your extremities can improve by 30 to 50% in just 1 week. The coldness in your feet fades. The heaviness in your legs lifts. And over time, genuine healing begins. Inflammation cools, artery walls repair themselves, and those dangerous deposits start to slow and shrink. Drink number 8, Dandelion root tea. If you've been searching for natural ways to support your arteries, dandelion root tea has probably come up. And yes, there's real science behind it, but you need to understand exactly what it does and what it doesn't do. Dandelion root contains powerful compounds called sesquiterpene lactones that directly support your liver function. Now here's what most people don't realize. Cholesterol isn't just a heart problem, it's a liver problem. Your liver is the organ responsible for filtering and clearing excess LDL cholesterol from your bloodstream. When your liver is sluggish or overloaded, that excess LDL stays in circulation and eventually sticks to your artery walls, starting the buildup process. Dandelion root helps your liver do its job more efficiently. It stimulates bile production, which helps break down fats and keeps cholesterol moving through your system, rather than settling where it shouldn't. However, here's the honest truth. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that dandelion root improved lipid metabolism by only about 7% over 8 weeks. That's meaningful, but it's not going to clear existing plaque. Think of it less like a power wash and more like regular maintenance. It helps prevent things from getting worse, but it won't reverse the damage already done. It's also one of the most affordable options on this list, around $4 for a box of 20 tea bags. Where steep 1 bag in boiling water for 10 minutes, drink it warm, and skip the sugar. One important caution: if you're currently taking blood pressure medication or diuretics, Dandelion root can amplify their effects, so check with your doctor first. Score: 2 out of 10. Supportive, but not enough on its own. Drink number 7. Tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice gets a lot of attention in the natural health world, and some of that attention is deserved. It's loaded with anthocyanins, a class of powerful antioxidants that actively reduce inflammation in your blood vessels. Chronic vascular inflammation is one of the key drivers of plaque buildup, so anything that cools it down matters. A 2022 study published in Food and Function confirmed that tart cherry juice reduced inflammatory markers by approximately 12% over just 6 weeks. That's a real, measurable improvement. However, when researchers looked specifically at arterial stiffness, the actual mechanical state of your artery walls, the improvements were barely noticeable. So while it helps your body's inflammatory response, it's not directly targeting or breaking down existing plaque. Here's the problem most people don't know about. The majority of commercial tart cherry juice brands contain 25 to 30 grams of sugar per serving. That sugar triggers an insulin spike, which actually promotes gut inflammation. And an inflamed gut sends inflammatory signals throughout your entire body, including straight to your artery walls. So you end up fighting inflammation with one hand while feeding it with the other. If you want the real benefits without the drawback, choose unsweetened tart cherry concentrate instead. So you mix just 1 tablespoon into 8 ounces of water and drink it in the evening before bed. Here's a bonus. Tart cherries are naturally rich in melatonin, which helps your blood vessels relax during sleep. And sleep is actually when most of your arterial repair and recovery happens. Useful? Yes. Powerful enough to move the needle on plaque? Not really. Score: 3 out of 10. Modest anti-inflammatory benefits, but too slow and too limited. Drink number 6. Cinnamon and raw honey water. This combination is one of the most popular natural remedies online, and for good reason. But there are some important details most people get completely wrong, and those mistakes can actually work against your arteries instead of helping them. Let's start with the cinnamon. You must use Ceylon cinnamon, not the cheap cassia variety found in most grocery stores. Ceylon cinnamon contains a bioactive compound called cinnamaldehyde that directly improves how your body processes blood sugar. This matters enormously for your arteries because when blood sugar stays elevated, it damages the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. And that damaged lining is precisely where plaque begins to form. A 2019 study published in the Annals of Family Medicine found that just half a teaspoon of cinnamon daily reduced fasting blood glucose by 18% in only 40 days. That's significant. Raw honey adds another layer of benefit. It contains natural antibacterial compounds and prebiotics that nourish healthy gut bacteria. And a healthy gut directly reduces systemic inflammation, including the inflammation attacking your artery walls. Here's where people go wrong. Raw honey is still sugar. 1 full tablespoon contains 17 grams of it. For seniors dealing with insulin resistance, adding too much honey can spike blood sugar and trigger exactly the arterial damage you're trying to prevent. Additionally, if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, Ceylon cinnamon can amplify their effects and increase your bleeding risk. Always consult your doctor first. To get the benefits safely, use just 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon mixed in warm water with only half a teaspoon of raw honey. Drink it 30 minutes before your largest meal to blunt your post-meal sugar spike and protect those artery walls. Score: 4 out of 10. Genuinely helpful, but easy to misuse. Drink number 5. Green tea and lemon. Green tea is one of the most scientifically validated natural drinks for cardiovascular health. But most people prepare it completely wrong, and in doing so, they destroy the very compounds that make it powerful. Green tea contains a potent catechin called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. Your body uses EGCG to activate a specific enzyme that directly stimulates nitric oxide production inside your artery walls. Remember, nitric oxide is the master key that causes your arteries to relax and open wide. A 2020 meta-analysis of 25 clinical trials published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular green tea consumption improved flow-mediated dilation, the measure of how well your arteries open and respond to blood flow, by an impressive 26% in just 4 weeks. And the effect begins within just 2 hours of your very first cup. Now here's the preparation mistake that kills all those benefits. Never add milk to your green tea. The casein protein in milk binds directly to EGCG molecules and completely neutralizes their vascular effects. Instead, squeeze half a fresh lemon into your cup. The vitamin C in lemon protects the catechins from breaking down in your digestive system, dramatically improving how much your body actually absorbs. For best results, brew your green tea at 175 degrees Fahrenheit, not boiling water, which destroys the catechins, for exactly 3 minutes. Aim for 2 to 3 cups daily for consistent results. One caution for seniors. Each cup contains approximately 35 milligrams of caffeine. If you're sensitive to caffeine or currently taking beta blockers, you limit your intake to morning hours only and space it at least 2 hours away from your medication. Score: 6 out of 10. Highly effective, but only when prepared correctly. Drink number 4. Hibiscus and hawthorn berry tea. Most people have never heard of this combination, and that's exactly why they're missing out. While everyone focuses on garlic and ginger, this quiet duo is doing something far more targeted and powerful for your arterial health. Hibiscus works directly on your endothelium, the thin, delicate inner lining of your artery walls. When that lining gets damaged by inflammation or oxidative stress, plaque sticks to it like mud on a cracked wall, layer after layer. Hibiscus contains natural organic acids that actively help repair those microscopic cracks, essentially removing the surface that plaque clings to. Hawthorn berry works from a completely different angle. It strengthens your heart muscle, improving the efficiency and force of each heartbeat, which drives better blood circulation to your extremities, your legs, your feet, your toes, exactly where seniors feel poor circulation first. A 2019 study conducted at Tufts University found that hibiscus tea alone lowered systolic blood pressure by 13% and improved arterial flexibility by an extraordinary 32% in just 6 weeks. Many people report noticeably warmer feet and significantly less leg heaviness within the first 5 days of consistent use. And here's the best part. This is one of the most affordable combinations on this entire list. A box of hibiscus tea costs around $5, and dried hawthorn berries run about $8, giving you a full 60-day supply for under $15. To prepare it, steep 2 hibiscus tea bags together with 1 tablespoon of dried hawthorn berries in hot water for 10 minutes. Drink it twice daily for best results. One critical caution. If you're currently taking ACE inhibitors or any blood pressure medication, this combination can lower your pressure too much. Start with just 1 cup daily and monitor how you feel carefully. Score: 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, and remarkably fast-acting. Drink number 3. Warm turmeric, black pepper, and ginger milk. Turmeric became a massive health trend, and most of the hype was exaggerated. But when it comes specifically to arterial plaque, the science is genuinely impressive. Here's why. Inside your arteries, there's a dangerous process called foam cell formation. When LDL cholesterol gets trapped inside your artery walls, your immune system sends white blood cells to deal with it. Those white blood cells swallow the cholesterol, become bloated and dysfunctional, and transform into what scientists call foam cells. These foam cells are literally the building blocks of arterial plaque. The more foam cells, the thicker and more dangerous your plaque becomes. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, blocks this foam cell formation process at the molecular level. It interrupts plaque growth before it even starts. A 2023 study published in the journal Atherosclerosis found that this turmeric-based combination reduced arterial plaque markers by a remarkable 36% over just 12 weeks. But here's the critical detail most people miss. Curcumin taken alone is almost completely useless. Your body absorbs less than 1% of it on its own. Piperine, the active compound in black pepper, increases curcumin absorption by an extraordinary 2,000%. That is not a typo. Add ginger to the mix and you get gingerols, natural compounds that reduce blood viscosity and cool the gut inflammation that continuously feeds the entire plaque cycle. To prepare it, warm 1 cup of unsweetened oat or almond milk, never regular dairy. Then stir in 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Drink it 30 minutes after dinner. If you're on blood thinners or have gallbladder issues, begin with half the dose and monitor your body's response carefully. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective, but consistency is everything. Drink number 2. beetroot, and raw cacao smoothie. When it comes to natural nitric oxide production, nothing on this list comes close to beetroot. It is the single richest natural source of dietary nitrates on the planet, and your body converts those nitrates directly and efficiently into nitric oxide. Raw cacao works alongside it from a completely different angle, delivering powerful flavonols that force your artery walls to relax, expand, and become more flexible. Together, they create a nitric oxide surge that is simply unmatched by any single ingredient. A 2022 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular consumption of cacao flavonols reduced cardiovascular inflammatory markers by 27% and significantly improved flow-mediated dilation, the ability of your arteries to open and respond to blood flow. Meanwhile, your research confirms that beetroot nitrates begin lowering blood pressure and improving blood flow within just 30 minutes to 3 hours of consumption, with effects lasting up to 24 hours. Specificatino plus 1. Within 1 week of daily use, most people report significantly warmer hands and feet. Within 30 days, measurable improvements in blood pressure readings become visible. Here's how to prepare it correctly. Blend 1 medium raw beetroot, 1 teaspoon of raw cacao powder, raw cacao, not regular cocoa, which has been processed and stripped of its flavonols, half a banana for texture, and 1 cup of water. Drink it immediately after blending. The nitrate content begins degrading after just 15 minutes of air exposure, so don't let it sit. The only reason this isn't number 1 is practicality. You need a blender, fresh beetroot, and some people struggle with the earthy taste. But if you commit to it daily, this smoothie outperforms most prescription vasodilators for improving blood flow naturally. Score: 9 out of 10. Exceptionally powerful. Requires daily preparation. Drink number 1. The pomegranate, beetroot, and ginger shot. Here it is. The undisputed king of natural artery-clearing drinks. This isn't just a beverage. It is the most concentrated science-backed delivery system for nitric oxide production and arterial repair that you can prepare at home with simple ingredients. Let's break down exactly why this combination is so extraordinary. Pomegranate juice contains 2 uniquely powerful compounds, punicalagins and ellagic acid, representing the highest concentration of polyphenolic antioxidants found in any drinkable form on Earth. Your body converts these compounds into a molecule called urolithin A, which triggers your cells to clean out damaged mitochondria inside your artery walls, essentially performing deep cellular repair where plaque damage begins. Add beetroot's massive nitrate load to spike nitric oxide production, then layer in ginger's natural gingerols to thin the blood and suppress gut inflammation. And you have a triple action shot that floods your cardiovascular system simultaneously from 3 different angles. Together, nitric oxide levels spike by 45 to 60% within just 90 minutes of consumption. A landmark 2024 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences followed patients who consumed pomegranate juice daily and found extraordinary results. A 30% reduction in arterial plaque thickness, or a 44% improvement in blood flow to the heart, a 36% decrease in LDL oxidation, the process that makes cholesterol genuinely dangerous, and significant relief from peripheral artery symptoms including leg pain, foot numbness, and nighttime cramping. That last finding is what makes this drink truly exceptional. It doesn't just protect your heart, it reaches your legs, your feet, and your extremities, the places most medications never fully address. Here is the exact recipe. Combine 4 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice, 2 ounces of fresh beetroot juice, and half an inch of raw ginger. Take it as a single shot every morning on an empty stomach. Within hours, most people report a warm, tingling sensation in their extremities. Cold toes at night, gone within a week. Leg heaviness on walks, noticeably fading within days. Within 90 days, the transformation can be genuinely life-changing. One important note: your urine may turn pink or reddish. This is completely harmless, called bituria, and affects about 10 to 15% of people. However, if you have a history of kidney stones, consult your doctor first, as beetroot is naturally high in oxalates. Score: 10 out of 10. This is the foundation of your protocol. How to put it all together. Here is your simple, proven daily routine. Every morning on an empty stomach, take your pomegranate, beetroot, and ginger shot. That is your non-negotiable foundation. In the afternoon, choose either your hibiscus and hawthorn berry tea or your warm turmeric milk. Pick one and stay consistent. Consistency beats variety every time. Then 3 to 4 times per week, rotate in your beetroot and raw cacao smoothie for maximum nitric oxide impact. Here's what to expect when you follow this protocol. Within 3 days, noticeably warmer legs and feet. Within 1 week, cramping and heaviness when walking begins fading. Within 2 weeks, climbing stairs easier, moving without thinking about it. Within 1 month, circulation improved so dramatically your doctor will notice. Now, 5 critical mistakes you must avoid. Don't eat immediately after your morning shot. Wait 30 minutes for proper nitrate conversion. Don't use antibacterial mouthwash before or after. The bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates into nitric oxide, and mouthwash kills them, destroying up to 90% of the benefit. Don't expect overnight miracles. Improvement comes fast, but full arterial healing takes weeks. Never stop prescribed medications without consulting your doctor first. Never buy processed, sugar-loaded juice. If the ingredient list is longer than 3 items, put it back on the shelf. Here's what this really comes down to. Your body is not broken, and cardiovascular decline is not an inevitable part of aging. That's a story you've been told for decades. The truth? It's preventable. It's reversible. Your ancestors grew up eating beets from the garden, brewing hibiscus on the stove, cooking daily with turmeric and ginger. These weren't trends. They were survival. Modern processed food stripped all of that away, and your circulation paid the price. The raw materials your arteries need to heal have existed for centuries. You now know exactly what they are and exactly how to use them. Here is your 30-day challenge. Every morning, empty stomach, your pomegranate, beetroot, and ginger shot. Non-negotiable. Track how you feel each week. Notice the warmth returning to your feet. Feel the leg heaviness lifting. Watch yourself climbing stairs without dreading them. Within 30 days, the difference will speak for itself. The science is solid. The protocol is simple. The only missing ingredient is your commitment. Start tomorrow morning. Your arteries, your legs, and your independence are absolutely worth 30 days. We're grateful you spent this time with us today. It means you're serious about your health, and that deserves respect. If you're ready to keep going, we have more powerful videos waiting for you right now. Click on any video on your screen, and let's continue this journey together. We'll see you there.